Let me tell you, the initial plan was to film, edit, and make sure that this video is up by the time my birthday was coming around. That was 23rd of November. How many months ago was that? Yeah. But then life just watched me make those plans and it said, you are so funny. So here we are now. But yeah, by now you can already tell that this is a pattern. I usually do lessons, turning, like input your aid. And if you haven't watched the previous ones, I'm gonna put them somewhere, just somewhere in this video. Go and watch them because we're spitting wisdom in nothing less. Atrocities happen every day and people act like it's fine. I'll give a very good example of the time during Mandamano in June. How many crimes against humanity were committed and yet the perpetrators are still walking outside freer than birds? And not just that time, it's since that time up until now, there have been so many weird things that are just going on. And I'm just thinking, how is this even happening? And we just walk around like it's, la di da? Really? Anyways, number two, back up your damn files. Oh my goodness, I learned this the hard way when I lost my phone. Na sikuwa nimebackup Jack. I had backed up nothing. I lost pretty much everything. Just because it's an animation does not mean that it is rated G, E. And I will give a very good example, and that will be Intergalactic. The first time that I was watching it, I'm just assuming, I'm like, we're just here for the vibes, for the visuals. And then they start going at it, and I'm like, what is going on right now? What is going on right now? As it turns out, there is a genre that is called adult animation. Did I know about that? No. But after I watched Intergalactic and then I started looking at it in retrospect, I remembered, oh, Family Guy. Oh, Boondocks. American Dad. Brickleberry. Number four, let me just read it. Because if I don't, honey, if I try to do things off the top of my head, tutakuwa hapa kesho. I wrote down, pretty much all of life is lived in the mind. How you choose to perceive events, tragedies, the good, the bad, the ugly, dictates how you feel about life and how you experience it. Yeah. Show up for people, whether it is in their good times or their bad times. Because when your turn comes around, you really understand the weight of people standing by you in whichever season that you are going through. Acha tu hizo vyombo. Woye, acha tu hizo vyombo sister. Acha nikwambie, utaziignore leo. Kesho unafikiria zitakuwa wapi? Zitakuwa tu pale bado kwa sink zinakungojea. A week later, they will still be in the damn sink. They'll be a lot more gross that time. But they'll still be in the sink. Hakuna mahali zitaenda. Money sure gets you a whole lot of convenience. Aki mtu asikudanganye pesa si kitu mzuri. For me, I don't believe that money will really buy you happiness, but it gets you a lot of convenience. It makes your life hell of a lot easier. Don't shoot the messenger. Communication is key, but comprehension is key. Let me tell you, unaweza ongea yako yote. You can talk about it with even with a speaker, a xylophone, ile kitu, that one. But if the person does not understand what you are saying, if they are interpreting it in their own way, unapigia tu mbuzi gita, hakuna kazi unafanya hapo. You can describe everything. Oh, you hurt me, you did this to me, da 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 da. Lakini kama yana interpreters, she's overreacting. Hakuna mali mtaenda, by the way. Closed mouths do not get fed. Ask today. You'll be surprised how much you can actually get just because you had the balls to ask. Also bargain. Kwani utakuwa unagongwa kila siku unanunua kitu 1400 ungenunua 700. Bargain. As it turns out, the parents were right all along. I just didn't like their tone. That's it. I feel like the method of delivery could have definitely been better, but otherwise the content of what they were saying, true to a T. But don't tell them that though. Adults look okay, but deep down, we all just want a big bouncing castle to just jump our problems away. Me personally, I want a rematch with mnakumbuka Splash. Please nirudisheni to Splash. I need to just go back to those slide doors and slide, get a face painting. I can't even swim, but I want to swim. And I just nikule tu chipo na soda. Like, am I asking for too much? It is okay to change your mind. You don't have to stay in the same mentality. You don't have to stick to the same opinion. Just because you stood by a certain school of thought like 2 years ago, it does not mean that now that is written in stone that you are there forever. You are allowed to evolve. Number 13, I wrote, do it happy, do it anxious, do it scared, do it tired. Just do it. People really do tell on themselves. You just need to pay attention. You know that nigga who is telling you, oh, you're too good for me. Oh, I don't deserve you. Believe them. When people tell you who they are, please believe them. Wacha kujikaza hapo kumconvince, oh no, you're not. Atakuonyesha. In a few months, he will show you exactly what he meant when he said he knows you are too good for him. Shika hivi masikio. Shika hivi masikio. Let's just, ata kama ulikuwa na scroll, just pause and listen to this one. Government offices, mambo yao ni saa ngapi? Mambo yao ni saa ngapi? Asubuhi. Unaenda afternoon, unaenda kwa nani? You will be surprised. Unaenda wakati ametoka? Utashangaa sana. Utarudi huko wiki mzima. 16. Just be a decent person. If you would not like that to be done to you, do not do it to other people. It's as simple as that. 17. Let that pimple run its course. Wachana nayo. Wacha mambo ya kuisumbua, wacha mambo ya kuiguza, mambo ya kuifinya haijaiva. You will try all of that and then you anger it and then there are 7 more. Ime show up na community. Ime show up na grandparents up to the wajukuu. Now what? Are you happy with yourself? I bet you're not. We never really fully know ourselves. You can know yourself to a good percentage. You can at least get a grip of or an idea of who you are, but you never really 100% know yourself. Because you can meet someone who brings out a whole other side of you and you're just like, who the hell was that? I don't know her. I don't claim her. You know how it can be so easy to be like, oh, me, I'll never do this. Me, I'll never do that. Let me tell you, you may end up meeting a nigga and the nevers go out the window so fast. Unafanya vitu unashanga. See, I thought I was opposed to this. This is starting to sound like bad advice. Let's move on. I thought adulting was one problem at a time. As it turns out, it can be 5, 7, 116 of them all at once. Hata hazijali kitu inaitwa mental health. Akikuchiza hata si ngumu hivyo. Wow. 20. Finding a good house help is equivalent to dating. Soko ni chafu, guys. When you find a good one, please keep them. Because unafikirianga ati you have found the right one, everything is great, everything is amazing, you go to bed, you wake up, they are no longer there. Aliamka katikati usiku, akaruka fence, akaenda. And you just wonder, is it me? Am I the drama? Is it something I said? Is it something I did or didn't do? Like, what is it? Common sense si common hivyo unafikiria. Wale kuna vitu zingine tu wanafanya najiuliza, what? I'm accepting that I may have studied psychology for a whole 4 years, but there are certain behaviors that I will just never understand. Like, I know where you're coming from. I do. But still, nini, why would you act like that? Why? If it doesn't feel right to you, it simply does not feel right to you. Don't go through the whole process of trying to gaslight yourself and be like, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm doing this. Let me tell you, your instinct does not steer you wrong. It doesn't sit right with you. It's that. Pure cut and simple. Clear cut and simple. Clear cut. Inakuwa clear cut and anyway. And finally, locks will really save your life. Whether it is artificial or natural locks, they are so convenient. Oh my goodness, I was so mind blown by that. Like, this is your chance. If you're looking for a sign, this is your sign to get locks. Today, I want to end this video by saying that as much as the concept of this video was to do lessons learned, I feel like I have had enough lessons in my life. If life gives me one more experience that is supposed to be a teachable moment, I will lose it. Nimelan, please, I swear, Nimelan. It has to end here. It ends today, right here.